Welcome back. We're now at the second episode of If Mortal Kombat characters had Pokemon partners. Rule-wise, nothing has changed, but for time's sake, we'll keep things shorter. Aside from that, let us begin. Kitana is a warrior princess that hails from an alternate world known as Edenia. Edenia is very much a lush and tropical paradise. Its inhabitants age slowly, often living to be several thousand years old. Ruling over Edenia was Kitana's father, King Jared. Alongside him was Kitana's mother, the Queen of Edenia, Sindel. For countless years, both King Jared and Sindel ruled over Edenia, that is, until Shao Kahn paid Edenia a visit. Due to Edenia losing 10 consecutive Mortal Kombat tournaments to Outworld, Shao Kahn was given permission by the Elder Gods to invade and conquer Edenia. From there, Shao Kahn killed the former king of Edenia, King Jared, and took his wife, Sindel, as his own, and became the new king of Edenia. Kitana was adopted by Shao Kahn, and was raised to believe that Shao Kahn was her father. As Kitana grew up, she later found out the truth about her real parents, as well as learning the atrocities Shao Kahn committed on her home realm, as well as her people. She rebelled against Shao Kahn and joined forces with Earthrealm's protectors to bring him down and stop his plans to invade Earthrealm. In more recent events, Kitana managed to defeat Shao Kahn, and through heroism, she became the new ruler of Outworld. But Kitana, I don't see her keeping a particular type of Pokemon. The Pokemon she would have, however, would be ones that are graceful, elegant, but also capable of holding their own in battle. So with that, Kitana's first Pokemon is Skarmory. In ancient times, warriors would craft blades by using the discarded feathers from Skarmory. Its wings are actually sharper than your typical sword or knife. This Pokemon grows by being raised in harsh conditions that cause its body to harden, and despite this, it's incredibly agile and able to effortlessly slash its opponents. The next Pokemon on Kitana's team is Mileena. Mileena is a Pokemon that is said to be one of the most beautiful Pokemon. It's a Pokemon that just embodies feminine beauty and grace, traits that are prominent in Kitana as well. The third Pokemon is Guard of War. Guard of War are extremely loyal to their trainers, and will give their life to defend them, making them great protectors, especially to someone of royalty, such as Kitana. Kitana's fourth member is Samurott. Known as the formidable Pokemon, Samurott are Pokemon that demand respect. From their first and middle stage, these Pokemon have trained themselves to wield their blades as best they can, and as a fully evolved Samurott, they can fell an opponent in the time it takes to blink. The final team member on Kitana's team is Lopunny. Lopunny may seem like an odd choice, but it has its reasons for being on the team. It's a graceful Pokemon that is capable of delivering devastating blows from its legs. It's also a very prim and proper Pokemon that takes pride in its appearance, specifically in its ears that it grooms constantly. Its lean feminine body doesn't look very powerful, but with Mega Evolution, all that changes. It goes from being prim and proper to aggressive and battle-ready, delivering powerful and graceful attacks that leave opponents baffled. Deep within the bowels of a secret laboratory, something was created. A replica, a being that to the untrained eye, was nearly impossible to tell apart from the original. That is, until you got a closer look. Commissioned by Shao Kahn as a means of replacing Kitana, and made by the hands of Shang Tsung, Mileena was created, the clone sister of Kitana. Mileena was forged within the flesh pits, the place where Shang Tsung created Mileena, and is also the birthplace of other creations. Her DNA is a combination of Kitana's and Tarkatan DNA, a race of flesh-eating savages that inhabit the wastelands of Outworld. While Kitana can be described as noble, poised, and merciful, Mileena is the exact opposite. She's ruthless, violent, and sometimes promiscuous. While Kitana prefers to best her opponents using skillful and precise moves, Mileena is much more feral in her approach, preferring to use savagery to her advantage, along with a mouthful of fangs. Her only loyalty is to her creator Shao Kahn. After his defeat, his position was taken by a former servant of Shao Kahn, General Kotal. now known as Kotal Khan, who became ruler of Outworld. Mileena fought tooth and nail to usurp Kotal Khan and take his place, as she believed that she had a right as Shao Kahn's daughter to inherit the throne. She started a rebellion against Kotal Khan, using the few allies that would stand by her side. Despite her best attempts, her plans ultimately failed, and she met her demise at the hands of Kotal's followers. Centuries after her death, however, due to timeline manipulation caused by a higher being, Mileena was resurrected. Her goal remains the same: she desires the throne of Outworld. With Kotal gone, the ruler of Outworld is now Kitana. Mileena will do whatever it takes to earn the title of Queen of Outworld, even if that means eliminating her sister and anyone else that stands in her way. With Mileena, I don't really see her specializing in any types of Pokemon. The Pokemon she'd have would simply be just as fanged and vicious as her. Mileena's first team member is going to be Berserker. It may be small, but it's fierce. It lives for the thrill of combat, so much so, its body has literally hardened for battle, and its claws have become daggers that are used to stab and slash their opponents. Mileena's second team member is Seviper. Known as the Fang Snake Pokemon, this Pokemon is best known for its rivalry with another Pokemon, Zangoose, in which the two will fight to the death if given the chance. Seviper use their bladed tail to slice their enemies and prey alike. Their blade is also coated in poison, which weakens their victims. Their long fangs are just as deadly, and can make short work out of adversaries. The third member is for Alligator. Despite its heavy and lumbering appearance, when in battle, it charges at opponents with near blinding speed. When it catches its opponents in its jaws, it bites down and savagely tears them apart. Mileena's fourth Pokemon is Mawile. Known as the Deceiver Pokemon, Mawile will use its cuteness to lower their opponent's guard, before using its giant jaws to chomp down on its victim. The jaws of a Mawile are strong enough to chew through an iron beam with no problems. When Mega Evolved, Mawile's temperament turns extremely vicious, and using both sets of its jaws, it tears victims in half with raw power. The fifth spot goes to the genetic Pokemon, Mewtwo. Although lacking any sorts of claws or fangs, what it does share in common with Mileena is that both are clones that were meant to serve as stronger replacements of their genetic sources, and despite having the same DNA as their original counterparts, both came out vastly different. Mewtwo is said to have the most savage heart of any Pokemon. It lacks compassion for anyone else, and it overwhelms those who dare challenge it.